Hello and welcome to another edition of Did You Know Doctor Who? This time we're going to go back to the New Who era, seeing as we haven't done a New Who story for a while now. This time we're going to have a look at probably my all-time favourite New Who story, The Girl in the Fireplace. We're going to be looking through what facts you may or may not have known about this particular story. Hope you enjoy. Like with many other Doctor Who stories, this story was based on the novel The Time Traveller's Wife. However, the story was structured differently. That said, the story was also based on the 1992 7th Doctor story, Love and War, as well as the 1998 First Doctor story, The Witch Hunters. The Clockwork Droids were based on the story of the Turk, which was a robot from the 18th century, which turned out to be a hoax. This is Mickey's first appearance on an adventure set in a different time and on a spacecraft. Working titles for this episode were Madame de Pompadour, Every Tick of My Heart, and Renee and the Lonely Angel. Arthur the Horse was not allowed to set foot in the ballroom. As a result, the scene of which the Doctor smashing through the mirror and the reactions were all filmed separately from one another. The dress worn by Sophia Myles was originally worn by Helen Mirren from the film The Madness of King George. Renee is the first non-companion to have kissed the Doctor. Originally, this episode was meant to be the second episode for Series 2. The set was recycled from the Satellite 5 set from the previous series. When teasers and trailers and posters were released, fans initially believed that the Clockwork Droids were Autons. The unmasked Clockwork Droid was a practical effect and was only functional from the chest up. As a result, shots are always shown as close-ups to hide this fact. Initially, the Clockwork Droids were to have just wigs and that would cover their faces. However, this was seen as too comical. As a result, the masks were created to give them that iconic look. Despite their popularity, the Clockwork Droids wouldn't appear again until Deep Breath. Like with every other story this series, a short preview story was released on the old Doctor Who website, which showed the captain of the SS Madame de Pompadour desperate for help after the ship hit an iron storm, only for one of the Clockwork Droids to appear and use her as ship parts. This is the first New Who era story to feature time corridors, something that was prominent in the classic era. And that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. The Girl in the Fireplace is probably my all-time favourite Doctor Who story from the new era. It's just such a great story. It's got romance, it's got comedy, it's got adventure, and it's got a really creepy and cool enemy that the Doctor faces. It's such a fantastic episode for a relatively mediocre series. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.